budgeting and saving or handling money. There are loads of different ways in which we can budget and save money, but what's important to remember is that not everything will work for everyone. And whatever option you choose, it's important to stick with it, or else you won't be able to see or benefit from the results. So, whether you're really bad at saving up for things, you need to set aside some savings, you have no idea how to budget, or you're just here out of pure interest, there are always some good tips to remember to help you handle your money. Let's go! Section 1. Budgeting. Budgeting is a great way to manage your money and understand what you truly need and what you can live without. Some people like to use a spreadsheet to do all of their budgeting. I prefer to use copious amounts of lists. Either way, it's up to you which method you want to use. The first step after you decide the format you want to use for your budget is to get yourself organised. Work out your income, if you have one, and then any bills and expenses you know you have to pay. Then make sure you get those things out of the way first before you spend any more. This will also help to ensure your bills are always paid on time. The next step is to work out how much you're spending on a regular basis. Include things such as bills, food shops, monthly subscriptions and so on. And then work out a budget you can stick to given the total essential spend. If you want to budget your food shop, for example, making your own meals is one of the best ways to save money, keeping your budget nice and low, especially meals you can bulk and freeze for later, like large pasta dishes or pies. Also, make a shopping list and stick to it. This means you can avoid buying anything you don't absolutely need, and you won't be drawn into any unnecessary deals. To go with that, ask yourself, even when you're making your shopping list, if you really need it. Don't be drawn into deals and offers on things like chocolate and alcohol if you don't need them right now. Bulk buying and trying cheaper versions of things is also a good idea if you really want to buy something but don't know if you can afford it. Give it a go, not all cheap brands are bad. Lastly, in terms of budgeting, if you can rent or pay monthly subscriptions, is that going to be a better option for you than buying outright? For example, if you get a year's gym membership, will you actually go and make it worth the money, or are you more likely to make excuses for yourself? If you're not sure, don't dive straight in for a year. Opt for a month instead and see if you're committed enough to pay for long periods of time. Don't beat yourself up about it if you don't get the hang of things straight away though. It takes time and effort to find something that works for you. Try on lots of different ways if you have to, until you find something you can stick to. Finally, be realistic, reasonable and sensible when you give yourself a budget. Cutting down on food costs might help with not overspending, but not if you're going hungry because of it. Section 2. Saving money. So, you now have a budget but you still want to save money. One of the best ways to do this is to recycle old items. This can be anything from games and DVDs to clothes and shoes, and even things like cereal boxes. If you're selling things, you can save up a bit of money, and if you are simply donating or recycling, then you're also helping others and the environment. If you're looking to really save every little bit you can, make use of cashback and reward systems, or credit and debit cards, as well as supermarket loyalty cards and coupons. You can save a lot of money and get some really great deals if you have things like a Nectar card or a cashback system with your bank account. For homeowners and bill payers, switch energy suppliers if you find a cheaper one that you like the look of. Use comparison sites to find the best deals on things like utility or telecoms bills. Getting a savings account is also another great way to save money. Anything you put in there, depending on the type of account you get as well as which bank or building society you choose to go with, you usually won't be able to touch for a certain amount of time, and you might also gain interest on it as well. If you want to cut back on things such as fuel costs, think about walking or cycling places, or even getting public transport if it's cheaper. Not only will you be saving money, you'll also be reducing your carbon footprint. Like before, if you can pay monthly instead of buying outright, maybe it's a better option. If you buy a yearly membership and only go a few times a month, you could have saved yourself loads of money by just getting a monthly one. Work out what things will need to be bought outright and which you can pay either in instalments or in subscriptions. Uni students are a great example to pick on for saving money. Uni is a pretty expensive process, and typically you'll need to save as much as possible in order to be able to afford to live. Making things like shopping lists and making your own meals is way cheaper than getting takeaways all the time. Again, you need to ask yourself things like, do I really need that? Do you really need to go out every single night with your friends and spend all of your student loan on lights out? Probably not. Do you really need those really expensive shoes right this minute? Chances are, not really. Don't give in to deals or offers just because they're there. 20% off in your favourite brand of jeans might seem tempting, but do you actually need more jeans right now? Saving money doesn't mean that you can't have nice things. In fact, I believe in the total opposite. Treat yourself periodically, but remember, be reasonable. i.e., a new outfit every few months is a great way to treat yourself. A new outfit every week or every day is not a good way of handling your savings. Learn to say no to things. It's okay to do that. Whether it be physically to a person or an invitation to come out again, or psychologically to supermarket deals telling you what great offers they have and that you should totally buy 6 boxes of tinfoil because the price is totally worth it. Finally, another great way to save money is to just cancel memberships, subscriptions and the like that you either don't need or never use. Sure, pay for Netflix every month if you use it, but why bother if you log in maybe once a year? Doing little things like this will greatly help to reduce what you're paying on a regular basis and so help you save money. Here are the main points to take away from this. Review your in and out payments regularly. Make sure essential and necessary payments are made first, like bills and taxes. Only budget money you know you have. Cut out unnecessary expenses. Don't fall for deals unless you need that product. Remember to treat yourself, and remember that it's okay to treat yourself. Stick to these simple little tips and you can save yourself loads of money every week, month or year, however you do your finances or budgeting, leaving you with a nice pile of savings or a decent amount to live comfortably with.